Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another pregnancy update. I am so excited. I am currently 15.5 weeks pregnant. A lot has happened in the last couple of weeks, so I've got a lot to fill you in on. If you are new to my channel and this is your first video that you're seeing, welcome. I'm Tammy. I make mummy and lifestyle videos here on YouTube. Today, obviously, I'm talking all things weeks probably 14 and 15. Yeah, 14 and 15 of this pregnancy. My mind is a little bit scattered. I do have baby brain, so just be warned. But I hope you guys enjoy this content. Please give it a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, let's just jump on into it. If this is your first time joining us, this is our 8th pregnancy. We have one living child, Samuel, who's 4.5. We have our stillborn baby, Jackson, who would be turning 2 in a few days, on Sunday actually, on the 15th, and my palms are sweaty just talking about it. I have so much anxiety about this next week. Coming into it, obviously we're having a 16-week anatomy scan and echo, so that is very nerve-wracking for us. I'll have some cards linked up above so you can go back and follow our journey. We've had a ton of miscarriages, but you guys can go back and check out all of that and see why I have the anxiety issues that I do in pregnancy. But I did want to talk about my most recent doctor's appointment. I did go to the specialist about a week and a bit ago, so on Tuesday, a week and a half ago. We did have another ultrasound. She takes an ultrasound every single time I go there for me, which I, as a lost mum, am so thankful for. If you're a lost mum, you'll understand the sheer anxiety and fear in early pregnancy where you can't feel kicks and movement, and you can't pick up a heartbeat on a fetal Doppler, and you just literally have to trust and hope that everything is okay. So to be able to go into these appointments every other week and have an ultrasound and put my mind at ease, just, it definitely takes a lot of the pressure off. This is the most recent ultrasound, so you can see how much has changed in just a couple of weeks. Baby was head down, it was dancing, it was moving all around. It was so happy in there. It was just, yeah, so incredible to see. Baby's heartbeat has been consistently around the 152, 153 mark every time I have been able to find it on the Doppler, and I started to find that around 13.5 weeks, just before 14 weeks, I found baby's heartbeat. So I do check it every so often. I have had medical clearance to do that. My doctor is very supportive of it given the anxiety that I feel about our history. So I just wanted to share that information because I know some people get, I understand why people have the fear about using an at-home Doppler, but just given our history, yeah, my doctor's given me permission and she says it's actually a good thing for me. So definitely talk to your doctor about it first if they think that it's a good idea, but in our case, my anxiety and things like that, she definitely thinks it's a good idea. So I have checked it. I only leave it on for a couple of seconds. I pretty much know where to find it straight away. I've got to the point where I can find it like that now. As soon as I hear the heartbeat and see the number, I'm good. I'm good to go for the rest of the day, and even a couple of days. And yeah, I pretty much typically do that on days when I'm feeling good, compared to the days when I'm throwing up a lot, just because I don't know, I guess my mind just goes crazy and I feel like maybe something's wrong, and it's just a way of putting my mind at ease. So I did want to share that information with you, but yeah, so exciting. The downside to that appointment was that I did get told I have to continue taking the Clexane shots and progesterone and aspirin until 20 weeks, and then they're going to reassess it. So I was actually going in the hope that maybe, just maybe, I might be able to stop those Clexane shots and the progesterone, and unfortunately that was a big fat no. So that was a bit of a disappointment for me. Obviously, doing whatever I can do for this baby takes priority. I will give myself a shot right up until birth and even after, if that's what it takes to keep this baby safe and baking and healthy inside of me. So that's pretty much where we're at with that. Another appointment that I had this week, actually on this Tuesday, so exactly a week later, was my glucose tolerance test. I'm not sure if you guys have had them. I've had a lot of people asking me why I had it so early in pregnancy. I've always had them early in pregnancy. I had one with Jackson, I had one with Sam as well, and then I think with Sam I had one later in pregnancy. So that's the 3-hour glucose tolerance test where you drink that god-awful drink. Yeah, let's just leave it at that about the drink. That is horrible stuff. It is so thick, it is so sweet, and when you haven't eaten anything and you already feel like you're going to throw up, it is not the best thing to be drinking. But I did have that test again. It was just as horrible as I remember. I do bruise. This is a few days after, so the lump has gone down a little bit and the bruising has definitely gone down, but my arm was quite bruised. The ones in this arm didn't really show up, so I'm not sure why one arm was different to the other, but I did bruise quite a bit. I felt surprisingly okay during the test. So for the first hour, I felt really nauseous. I couldn't get the taste of that drink out of my mouth, and she said that I couldn't drink much water. I could sip on water, but I couldn't drink much. So I was trying to sip water and rinse it around my mouth and just get that taste out. So I had that taste along with the acid from, you know, the reflux and all of that stuff, and it was horrendous, you guys. That's probably the best way I can put it. The second hour that I waited wasn't as bad. I just kind of chilled out at the hospital. I actually waited out in the hallway of the waiting room because it was such a busy day. I did have some people comment that I was touching my face in that video. I know. Do you know how hard it is not to touch your face? I'm a face toucher and it is incredibly hard not to touch my face. I will say that I've been putting a lot of alcohol on my hands and I hadn't been touching anything, so I should, touch wood, be okay. But yeah, it's really hard not to touch your face. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but the second hour felt like it went a lot better. I sat out there, it was a bit quieter, it was a packed waiting room and there was a lot of people in there. So that wasn't so bad, but walking out to the car after, my legs started to feel like jelly. I just got really dizzy, and by the time I got to the car, I swear I was seconds from passing out and vomiting at the same time. It was so bad. I ended up sitting in my car for about 5 to 10 minutes with Sambo, who was begging to go to the toilet, just trying to compose myself enough to drive the 5 minutes to my husband's work. And once I got there, it was a struggle, like really hard to get into his work. And then he helped me, he like held my arm and everything and helped me to his office. I feel like I'm gonna cry because I'm so thankful for him. And his workmate bought me some biscuits and some milk, and same with Sambo, and helped Sambo go to the toilet. So I'm so eternally grateful to those two for helping me so much. I'm obviously still an emotional wreck. But yeah, it was horrible. After that, I finally got some food into me. They made me a sandwich as well, which helped a little bit. I got home, I feel like just got home after driving, because it's about half an hour drive from my husband's work to home. So finally got home and literally just made Sambo some snacks, put him on the bed next to me, chucked on Netflix, and I drifted in and out of sleep for about 3.5 hours. It was so bad. I don't think I've ever had that kind of reaction after the glucose test. Normally I have it a lot closer to home, so it's easier to get back here. But yeah, I don't think I've ever had a reaction like that. I've never had gestational diabetes in any of my pregnancies, so I'm not sure if maybe I might this time. I've never had diabetes. Like, I've always passed all of those tests, so I'm not entirely sure why. If you've had that same experience, let me know in the comments below, because I'd be interested to hear your guys' experiences with the glucose test, and when did you have them during pregnancy, especially if you are a plus size mama like myself. Did you have them earlier on because of your weight, or what was the reason your doctor gave you? My doctors didn't really give me a reason. I think they're just testing everything because of our history at this point. So that's pretty much it in terms of my doctor's appointments. My next doctor's appointment, like I said, is next Thursday. So that will be the 19th, and that is for our anatomy scan and ultrasound. We're having that at about 16.5 weeks. I'm super nervous about that. I have so much anxiety about it, and I think coming into it knowing that it's Jackson's birthday on Sunday, yeah, I'm really nervous. I've actually taken an extra shift at work on Monday, and I'm hoping that because I'm going to be super distracted throughout the day, to be honest, I'm hoping that I can make it through the shift, because at the moment I'm really struggling with work. I'm hoping that the distraction kind of helps. Wednesday, Sam has a pupil-free day from kindy, so that's not so great. I am going to really struggle this next week getting videos out and things like that. But Thursday, Matt's taking the day off to come with me to that appointment, which I'm so thankful for. We're going to be there together. We need to pick Sambo up from kindy a little bit early, and we're all going to go in as a family. So I'm really looking forward to it. I'm hoping with everything that I have that everything's okay. They're going to be checking obviously baby's heart, all baby's major organs and things like that they normally test in that appointment. They're also going to be checking my cervix length as well, because with Sam, his pregnancy, I gave birth to him at 32 weeks and they suspected it was a short cervix was the cause for that. I had a cervix measurement of 25 millimeters at 21 weeks pregnant, and that's not what it's supposed to be. That's literally the cutoff here in South Australia. So anything lower than that, they would generally put a stitch in. But I just missed out by like a millimeter on that, and then yeah, he came early. So we're not entirely sure what's going to happen this time round. I have been told that the progesterone can act the same way as the stitch in terms of prolonging preterm labor. I hope I've said that right. So I don't know if they're just going to keep me on progesterone until the end of the pregnancy, or if they're going to put a stitch in, or if my cervix will even be short this time. So I'm not entirely sure. I am going to be seeing the MFM department straight after that, so maternal fetal medicine doctors, the baby doctors. They're going to explain it all to us, which I'm so thankful for. They're going to talk to us in a way that we can understand, and hopefully everything is okay. We're then going to have a follow-up appointment 2 weeks later. Same thing, we're going to go in for an anatomy scan. They're going to check my cervix and just make sure that everything is the way it should be. So I'm so thankful for my doctors and my hospital for all of the extra care and love and support during this pregnancy. We are in the public system here in Australia, so given that we are in the public system, I feel like I've been taken really, really good care of. At this stage, Matt and I have a little bit of a plan in place of what's going to happen this pregnancy. Touch wood, everything goes to plan and I can continue along in this pregnancy and it all goes well. My plan is to finish up work at 36 weeks pregnant. Again, that could change. That would be the first week in August. So as of August, I would go onto maternity leave. That's about as far as we've got. I think that is pretty much it. We were planning on having a little bit of a baby celebration for this pregnancy. We're not really sure about the details yet or how we're gonna make it work, but it's been 5 years since we've had a baby, so it's been quite a while. I need to get so much stuff, and we just thought it'd be a fun way to celebrate this baby and this pregnancy progressing, because we didn't get that opportunity with Jackson obviously, and then with Sam, he came so early. So I really want to make sure that this pregnancy, I celebrate it as much as possible, especially if it's going to progress and we get to bring this baby home. In terms of how I'm feeling this pregnancy, there have been a few changes in the last couple of weeks, namely my boobs. They have become so tender. Just my nipples more so than anything else, and my areolas, like just that general region. Yeah, I don't remember this with the boys. I feel like my boob sensitivity went away after the first trimester and then didn't come back. Well, with Jackson at all, but with Sam until close to birth. But honestly, I could be wrong. It feels like it's been ages since I've been pregnant. I'm currently wearing one of those crossover nursing bras, which has zero support. So if you see me out there walking around and have a little bit of a jiggle, I apologize, because it's the only thing I feel comfortable in at the moment. When I'm at work, I wear a sports bra, but even after that shift, my boobs just feel so sore from being confined. So I've been trying really hard to just let them do their thing. My back pain has been intense. I feel like this is the first time I've talked to you guys about back pain, but I've had the worst back pain the last couple of days. Just round ligament pain in general has been fairly uncomfortable, and I know that that's a thing around this time in pregnancy, but my middle back has been really painful. It's been causing me to not sleep very well. I just can't get comfortable in bed at night. I'm at the point now where laying on my belly is actually getting uncomfortable, but then laying on my side is uncomfortable. I've been tossing and turning all night, so it's not been very fun in that sense. We are actually getting a new bed in the next couple of weeks, so watch this space for a fun bedroom makeover video. We're going to be upgrading to a king size bed, and I'm really looking forward to that. Worst case scenario, Matt and I sleep in separate beds just so that I can spread eagle and get comfortable without keeping him up at night. He suffers from insomnia, so keeping him up at night is not helping, but yeah, it's been horrible. I haven't been sleeping very well at all. My back pain has been bad. Please don't take this as me complaining. I'm very happy that I have these symptoms. I feel like there's a fine line between complaining and everything, given that there's a lot of people in my situation that would give anything for these aches and pains and symptoms and things like that. But this is just how I'm feeling, and I just want to keep a record of how I'm feeling, because if I ever get pregnant again, if I'm ever lucky enough to get pregnant again, I would like to have these records. So yeah, back pain has been a thing. Nausea and vomiting are still a thing. I was hoping that would go away as well. Nope. I am pretty much just as sick as what I always have been. I will say I'm having a day here and there where I feel okay, and again, that's where I've been using the Doppler. So it's good that I've been able to catch up on a lot of housework and a lot of house chores. I've done a fair bit to the nursery, which I'll show you guys in a second. I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek of the nursery. We've done a few projects in here, but overall I feel sick all the time still, and like I said, I'm so grateful I feel that way, but it does take a toll on you after a while. You know, it's really hard to eat for me. I don't know about you guys, but just putting something in my mouth, like finding something that actually sounds appealing is hard. I guess that's probably the right way of putting it. So I've just been kind of forcing myself to eat here and there when I can. But yeah, the vomiting is kind of gross still. I am still taking the Zofran or ondansetron, whichever country you're in, whatever you want to call it. I'm on 8 milligrams at the moment, twice a day, and some days it works, some days it doesn't. Some days it just stops the vomiting. It doesn't really stop the nausea. So I tried taking the Maxilon, which was something I was prescribed when I was pregnant with Sam, and it didn't work, and I feel like it's had no effect whatsoever. So I've stopped taking that, and I kind of just make it work. I've also taken Coloxil tablets in the last couple of days to help with bowel movements. I don't really think it's working, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. Maybe my body is just using up extra nutrients. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't had the belly aches that I was having, so that's good. It could be working. I just haven't really noticed many effects in it. So that's pretty much the update, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was informative. Like I said, there's been a lot of changes, especially with my back pain around ligament pain and sleep. That has been a really hard thing for me in the last week or so. So hopefully getting the new bed and either being able to just have extra room, or it's going to be a bit firmer than our current mattress, so hopefully that helps. Sleeping in Sam's bed I find is more comfortable than our bed, and we're getting the exact same mattress that Sam's got, so hopefully that helps with my sleep. Also having a little bit extra room so I can put some pillows between my knees and stuff without disturbing Matt, hopefully that helps. But yeah, that's pretty much where I'm at. I'm going to finish this video off today with a quick tour sneak peek of this little room. Like I said, I haven't really done a lot, but we have done a few things on here, and I wanted to share with you what we have done, and I'm going to give you a bit of a belly shot because I feel like my belly has grown a little bit. But until our next update, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for watching. Please give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and we will see you guys next time. Bye. Okay guys, this is the belly shot. I feel like you won't be able to tell all that much because I am quite overweight. I feel like I'm holding a lot of weight just up here. There's a lot of pressure up here, and I think it's just because all my organs are kind of getting a little bit squished. But yeah, this is the belly so far. I am still loving the Kmart leggings that I bought last time for the last update. They are such good quality, you guys. So if you are looking for cheap maternity leggings, definitely check out Kmart. These were $17, and the difference in quality compared to the $10 and $12 Target and Big W ones is huge. They're more of like a ponte type fabric. So yeah, definitely check them out. They are in the underwear section if you are looking for some, and they also have them online as well. So I'll try and link them down below if I remember. But yes, definitely still loving these. In terms of the nursery, this is what it's looking like at the moment. We've started getting some stuff down for baby. I have the little bouncer, rocker, whatever you want to call it. All the fabrics just here for baby. Matt's got to get the actual frame down from the garage. We have just stuff everywhere. I did sell the dresser. I ended up selling it for quite a lot more than what I bought it for. So I'm currently looking for a dresser to put in the closet. This is what the closet is looking like at the moment. So still quite full. I need the dresser before I can do any work in the closet, but I've managed to get this side pretty much cleaned out. We've just got the pack and play there, and then I don't know, I was keeping these, I was holding on to them in case it's a girl, because I feel like I could decorate the nursery with these if it's a girl, but if not, I'll probably get rid of them. They're just from our wedding. And yeah, there's just, you know, a lot to do. We did mount the bookshelves, which I'm so in love with. We've got the rocker in the corner, so this is pretty much all we've done in here. We are going to put the cot on this side, but that is where we're up to with the nursery.
Close your eyes, get some rest. I'm by your side, lay your head on my chest.